We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hi guys, I'm going to try this again. I didn't like how the last one sounded. This is card number 11 of the 12 cards of Christmas. I can't believe that we're already at number 11. It seems to me like it's kind of flown by. Anyway, I'm using just very basic things. I'm not using a die cutter. I'm not using stamps. I'm not using stamping blocks. Just I wanted to dial it back to where anybody could do this. And I think I want to add some ribbon to this, or some baker's twine. Maybe baker's twine since it's handy. I'm going to stack these. I have 4 mats for the top, and I have 2 mats for the inside. My reason for putting mats on the inside is because I wanted to use a white cardstock this time. But I don't have any white cardstock that is thick enough, in my opinion, to be considered a base good enough on its own. So I'm adding bulk to it. I've cut it at 5.5 this way by 8.5 this way, scored at 4 1/4. So that's what we're doing. Then on the inside, my inside mats, I just have 2. The red one is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, or 4 by 5 1/4, whichever way you prefer to look at it. My white one is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then on the outside, because I couldn't decide what I wanted to use, we're using 4 different ones. This one is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and then this one is 3 3/4 by 5. This one threw me off earlier. It's 3 3/8. Sorry, I couldn't read my writing. By 4 1/2, and I should write this over on a pad of paper next to me so I don't have to flip them over. This one is 3 1/8 by 4 1/4, and then what I'm going to use as my sentiments, instead of using stamps or anything like that, I'm going to use part of these stickers that are from a scrapbooking kit that I bought that was put out by Me and My Big Ideas. I bought it at Tuesday Morning. It came with a scrapbook album, paper, and then this ephemera. For the outside, I'm either going to use this Merry and Bright, Joy to the World, or this It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, the Happiest Season of All. That's what I'm thinking. And then on the inside, I'd really like to use this huge Merry Christmas. I'm going to go with this It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, the Happiest Season of All on the outside, and the Merry Christmas on the inside. I would do the Merry Christmas on the outside, except that it is larger than my smallest mat. It's also bigger than my second mat, so I don't want to eliminate both of those mats, and I don't want to recut them. I want to go ahead and use them, so I'm going to use this Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys can see that on the inside, and then I will use this one on the outside, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's cutting it close, but it'll fit. Now, what baker's twine do we want to use? I have green, I have red, I have black. I could do a red and white and a black and white. Let me get up so I can see what I'm doing. What did I do with the red and white? Does anybody know? Can you tell me? Give a girl a hand. I think this one will do. Or do I have one that's open? Sure I do. You know, I haven't even finished my fall card gift cards yet, but I got so excited about doing Christmas cards that, here's one, that I just started doing them. That one's a darker red. I like it better. This is more of a pinkish red. I got so excited about doing Christmas cards, I just kind of put my fall cards on the wayside, which is sad because I do like doing fall cards as well. Alright, so now that we know what we're doing, we have a clear plan, I'm going to get started. So I am going to use baker's twine with this. I went ahead and tied myself a bow here. I'm going to go ahead and put my red mat down on the inside. I'm not going to put the white down until after I put the sticker on it, just in case I get the sticker crooked. Because I'm known for getting things crooked. Because, well, I don't see real straight anyway. I have added my first mat to the inside. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the first two. Well, no, let's add the first mat. There, that's better. Okay, now do I want to put the washi tape around 3 or 2? What do we think? Probably just 2. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put this one down. Sorry, I think out loud sometimes. You know, even when I'm not recording, I still think out loud. My husband always walks in and says, "Who are you talking to?" Which I kind of laugh and say, "I'm having an intelligent conversation. I'm the only one I can have it with." And he kind of shakes his head and walks out. Like, "I'm sorry I asked." Of course, it's just a joke. And he knows that. I really like this ephemera over here. I could put that "'Tis the Season." I'm going to attach the red to the white mat. I'm still thinking out loud. Probably shouldn't even be doing this today, as scatterbrained as I am. But this is really kind of in my way. But I don't want to lay it down somewhere and I don't know. I just don't want to put it somewhere and then go, "What in the world did I do with it?" If I keep it right in front of me, I know right where it's at. It's too far to the left. No, please come free. Please. Oh, I'm going to have to put it that far to the left. Alright then. So that means I need to shave a little bit off the right. I mean, I don't have to. I could leave it exactly as it is, but now I need to re-round my corners. I have been putting that paper trimmer to work the last week or so. That's all kinds of crooked. Good grief. And my red mat will be smaller now. I'm sorry, guys. One thing about it, all of my flub ups, I mean, they're there. I'm real honest about that. I mess up and I make no bones about it. Where is, there you are. Got a little too much of that paper lint in there. Now I need a white piece. How about that one? what did I say? 3 1/8 by 4 1/2. This guy's in my way again. 3 1/8. Wait. No, that's my long side, isn't it? Yeah. 3 1/8. By 4 1/2. What did I just get all over that? Man, I'm all discombobulated today. Okay, now our red piece has changed in size. It is now 3 inches by 4 1/8. So this one is now 3 by 4 1/8. Well, that looks sloppy, don't it? Now I have to round my corners again. What did I do with it? There it is. Come out of there. This is a different cardstock than the one I was using. This is more like the thick paper. I just didn't feel like cutting a big sheet down again. Grab what was handy. Let's try it again, shall we? Alright, I've had about enough of that. Please stay. I know that's been distracting and I apologize. Hopefully it hasn't been too distracting. Let's see. That one goes on the inside. So, let's get our washi. This is not washi, this is baker's twine. Good grief, for the 3rd time. Why do I keep calling this washi tape? Help me out. Can anybody send me a brain? I'm starting to feel like the Wizard of Oz. If I only had a brain. I have one, it's just scattered. Not always. Today, yes. Not always. I just tied those two together. Just stop some of the fraying. And do I want to go... Wait a minute. Which sticker am I using? Before I do this, which sticker am I using? Might ought to figure that out. Little reindeer, stay up there with those bows, please. I do still like this one down here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So that's the one we're going to use. And I'm going to stick it right here and close to the middle. I'm not going to say it's the middle because it's probably not. I do have it too low though. After I get this one done, I need to go do some editing so I can clear some space on my laptop. I'm not going to worry about that being a little bit too far to the right because my baker's twine. Goodness. The struggle is real. I think I want to wrap it twice. Why? I don't know. Probably same reason why I keep calling it washi tape. Which I could have used. Didn't think of. Lord knows I have enough of it. Man. Let's see. I normally wouldn't put that much adhesive down, except that my baker's twine is not sticky like my washi tape is. Goodness. No, it's because I'm wrapping it twice and I'd like for it to stick. And I want to cut that much off, I think. Let's see. I gotta go to the grocery store sometime today too, after I figure out what I'm fixing for dinner. It's that dinner dilemma. Let's see. See if I can move my knot. Doesn't really matter if it frays back here, honestly, because it's going to be on the back. Nobody's going to know. But I would prefer that it didn't if it should happen to come loose, which I hope it doesn't do. Hopefully I used enough adhesive, because I use a lot of adhesive, to keep it on there. Let's see. Let's loosen it up just a little bit. Does anybody else watch the Art Sherpa? She's an artist here on YouTube. I have been watching her, and you know, I was told all of my life that I was not the artistic one of the family, that my sister was. And you know, I didn't see that as hurtful or hateful. It just was what it was, you know, in my family. And so all my life I believed, well, I can't draw and I can't be artistic because I'm not the artistic one of the family. And in my older years I realized, wait a minute, I can be anything I want to be. Even at the age that I'm at now. If I work hard enough and want it bad enough, I could be it, you know. But it took a lot of years of my life to realize that just because we were told something when we were younger doesn't make it true, and it doesn't make it a fact, even though we were told those things by people that we trusted, people that we believed. But as I've gotten older, you know, I've gotten to where I'd like to learn how to paint. Why not? You know, I've told my son all of his life, you can do anything you want to do if you want to do it bad enough. And then it dawned on me, you know, ding dong, you could too. Which is what got me into crafting. And so, the more positive feedback, you know, that I'd gotten, it made me realize that I'm not so bad at this. And this is artistic. So, maybe those labels are not true. You know what I mean? So the younger viewers, I would say to you, if you've been told those things, you know, at some point in your life, you don't necessarily have to believe it. Because it's not necessarily true. I'm getting out a glue dot from a little bow. And I don't know how long I'm going to leave its little tails. I may leave them long. Let's go ahead and tie them in a knot, though, to stop the fraying. At any rate, I've been watching the Art Sherpa. And I tried to do one of her paintings, and I didn't do very well at it. I will admit I didn't do very well at it. But I didn't give up. I tried a different one, because I thought, okay, maybe I'm just not good at that one. So I tried a different one that I was interested in. And do you know, I didn't do too bad on it. Now, I'm not at artist quality, but I did good enough that I'm willing to hang it in my house. Not just somewhere in my house, but in the front room of my house, where when people come through the door, they see it. And that speaks volumes to me. You know, it tells me that, again, just because you were told something when you were young doesn't make it a fact. And just because you were one way when you were younger doesn't mean that you're that way when you're older, you know? My sister was always the artistic one because painting came natural to her, art came natural to her, and she could draw. I can't draw. I've tried, well, I can draw some things, but I have to stop. I have to watch some sort of tutorial on it, and I have to stop it and back it up and go forward, and I have to do that a lot. They were things that I knew existed and I wanted to draw. My sister, however, can see things in her, you know, in her head and put it to paper. I haven't yet been able to do that. I'm not going to say that I won't ever be able to do that, but as of today, I'm not able to do that. However, I'm realizing each and every day that something that I once believed that I wasn't good at, I'm finding that I'm okay at. Okay enough that I'm proud enough to stick it in my front room, you know? But I like the Art Sherpa because she explains everything in a manner that anybody can understand, regardless of age, regardless of experience. And she makes it easy. She makes you get that aha moment, like, hey, this isn't so bad. I can do this. And I'm not overly bad at it. But I think I'm going to start back on it after I finish this little card series. That's an overkill on those glue dots. The only reason I'm using so many is because I got them stuck to my hand and removed quite a bit of the sticky from it. That's the only reason that I'm using that many. Otherwise I wouldn't. I put my bow off to the side a little bit because I wanted it to stay and to stick. If I just stuck it to the baker's twine, there's no real chance that it would stay stuck to the baker's twine from experience. So I just stick it to the cardstock. Now we just have to do the inside and then we'll be done. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas sticker off of this paper. Oh goodness, come on. Go, go, gadget hands. Or at least that's the hope. The hope is that we get this to stick on here and not be too far off. Let's try it. And I did not use the Distress ink after all, simply because I forgot. I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat that at all. I forgot. I like it. And we're just gonna stick that down. And then we can write over here whatever we want to write. You know, whatever sentiment you want to write. So, this is card number 11. Stick this down and it'll be done. Wow. Maybe I'll keep doing cards. Well, I'll keep making them. I don't know if I'll keep filming them. You guys will have to let me know if you want me to. If you do, then I will. Definitely keep hauling things. So there it is, guys. Card number 11. No stamps. No dies. No die cutters. Just stickers, double-sided tape, and cardstock. Hopefully you guys make cards from the stickers that you have and the cardstock that you have, and hopefully stick it down straighter than I did. Thanks for spending a little time with me. You guys have a great day and a glorious tomorrow. Bye, guys.